YouTube. Let's do some high tension but low intensity cardio session bike ride while I answer some Facebook questions. If anyone has a question, you can just pop it in the chat. And then if you're watching this after it has been uploaded, you can just put any questions in the comments. Returning viewers, thank you. If you're a new viewer, thank you as well. If you can subscribe, I appreciate that. Thank you. So let's get to the questions. Let's get to the questions. So what do we have? Oh yeah, the first question. I think I can do an entire video on this one. So I'm just gonna do one or two. No, let me just do one or two. The question is, what is some of the fitness myths you'd like to debunk? So what is things that people believe in regarding fitness that are not entirely true? The one that I wanna debunk is creatine causes kidney issues. It's not true. I've been using creatine non-stop, uninterrupted, because I also believe in the same thing, that you need to give your kidneys or give your body a break from creatine in the past. But now I've been using creatine non-stop. Oh, yes, that's how my muscles are so full. Non-stop for 4 to 5 years now. Non-stop. Basically, what creatine is, it's found in majority, or the main source of creatine when it comes to food, it's beef. Meaning now that 10 grams or 5 grams that you get from a scoop, you can get that from eating a huge portion of beef. So meaning now that creatine, in essence, it's something that is natural. So something that's natural, just made it into a powder, which is convenient. It's also cheap, because it's very expensive to eat an amount of beef to get that 10 grams of creatine. So basically what I'm saying is that there's no link between creatine and kidney failure or any damage in your body, because creatine is something natural. And then what creatine does, it's one of the things that relate to the kidneys is that it binds to your muscles cells and then help your muscle cells retain water, which gives you that fuller look, increase strength and recovery. So with that being said, now the issue with the kidneys or issues with anybody with only bodily function from creatine, it's not true. If unfortunately you already have an underlying issue with any of your body organs, anything, creatine, pre-workout, coffee, whatever, any of those things may make whatever situation that you're dealing with or whatever issue any of your body organs may have even worse. You know, hopefully I'm able to explain this. But the main thing is that creatine and kidney failure, it's not connected. Do your own research, consult your doctor if you have to. But the main thing is that creatine and failure of any body, any organs, it's not related. If you already have an issue, whatever supplementation that you may take, you have to keep in mind that it may make whatever condition that you have worse. But once again, I urge you, do your own research. If you have to, consult your doctor. So that's the first question I answer. Second one is, why is squat considered as the king of workouts? Let's start here first. Your legs, that is your biggest body part, or as you can see, obviously you are aware that your upper body is shorter than your lower body, and having muscles, or when you're carrying muscles, it helps you in losing weight, meaning now that the more muscles you are carrying, the more calories or more fuel your body needs to maintain that, meaning now that the legs as the biggest muscles, first things first, if you can build muscles in your legs, you will definitely have an advantage when it comes to losing weight, because you have muscles in the biggest part of the body, and muscles require a lot of fuel to maintain. And now an exercise that will help you to build muscles in the biggest part of your body, that will require your body a lot of fuel to maintain, which will give you a huge advantage in losing weight. That already is putting the squat, slightly above any other exercise. Now let's get to the exercise itself. Especially the back squat and also the front squat, it's squat to squat, but especially the back squat, like when you're going down, engaging your lower back, engaging your glute, engaging your hamstring, engaging your quads, even engaging even your calves, because you are standing, you're not laying, you're not on your back, you are on your feet. So that is already loosely counting lower back, glutes, hamstrings, quads, calves. It's already 5 major body parts. So any exercise that engages a lot of body parts, a lot of muscles, it definitely deserves to be slightly above, an exercise where it only hits 2 or 3 muscles. And the sheer power that you need to wrap your body weight time and time again when you have it over your shoulder, that sheer strength that you need, it's challenging. There's no exercise, maybe deadlifts comes close, but there's no exercise that comes closer to the squat itself when it comes to how you feel, which body parts are you engaging, the benefits, the muscles that you're building, the biggest muscles in the body that will help your body to burn fat quicker. So that's my opinion on why the squat is rated so highly. Another question. Cardio before or after lifting? Personally, cardio far away from your training. Meaning now that I'm doing some sort of cardio right now. The time where I am, what's the time? It's almost 1:30 in the afternoon, and I'm only gonna go train after 4. So my opinion has come to where your cardio should be in relation to your weight training. Far, far away. If it happens that, okay, for whatever reason, you can't do cardio early in the day, or you don't have a lot of time is limited, then second option would be you can do your cardio after your training, because you don't want to. Okay, for me now as a bodybuilder, I would prioritize muscle gain and training to gain muscle. So I wouldn't want to jeopardize my muscle gain or my training to gain muscle, because that is what you'll be doing if you first do cardio and then you go do your weight training, because the energy that you're going to be burning while you're doing your cardio is the energy that you would have needed for your main session. I'm going to say main session because, as I said, as a bodybuilder, I prioritize sessions where I'm building muscle, or sessions that are geared towards building muscle. So you don't want to basically get to the game already played another game. It's like you're playing 2 games back to back. Obviously, the first game that you're gonna play, you're gonna give most effort, or it's gonna be effective, more effective than the second one. Because on the second one, you're ready on gear number 2 or gear number 3. So before training, it's a no-no. There's definitely exceptions. When you're preparing for show, or when you need to make weight, or whatever the case is, or when you've reached a certain stage where you're no longer trying to build the muscle, you can definitely do a decent amount or an amount of cardio before you were training. But if your main goal is try to build as much muscle as you can, definitely don't do cardio before your main session. Definitely do it afterwards if you have to. If you don't have to, do it on a separate day, or do it early in the morning and go do your training in the evening, or do it in the evening, go do your training in the morning, whatever the case is. But if you can, keep cardio far away from your training times for your weight training. If you can keep it far away from that, that is what I would recommend of it. How I would approach. So that's that, kind of before, after lifting, after, or do it on a separate day. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, this is not a comment. I mean, this is not a question. It's, I think, a quote that I saw on Facebook. So I'd like to share it and maybe expand a little bit. The quote says that a fit body is rented, not owed, and the rent is due every day. Meaning now that, my interpretation of this quote is that each action, each and every day, it's either contributing to you keeping a fit body, or it's actually damaging or working against your fitness body. Meaning now that if you don't sleep enough, you won't be able to have a successful session at the gym. Plus, your muscles won't be able to grow effectively, because when you don't sleep enough, the growth hormone that you naturally your body has, it's not released effectively, or we don't have the full benefit of that, because for the growth hormone that you have, or that our body releases naturally, you do need a decent amount of rest for that to happen. So if you don't sleep enough, that's jeopardizing, your fitness body. If you eat junk food every day, that's definitely jeopardizing. Because if you wanted to contribute to your fitness body, you would, eat food that's geared towards the goal, which is now the rent. So now the rent that you are paying is, you train, you rest, you eat food geared towards your goal, you minimize stress as much as you can. So that is all the rent that is due every day. If in your mindset, all of that is all the rent that is due every day. So that's just my take and my interpretation on the quote. It's been 20 minutes. I think I have enough now. I've done what I need to do. Thank you for those who are watching, and thank you for those who are watching now. If you're watching the video that posted, any questions, put them down below in the chat, subscribe, and do all the nice things. Thank you.